Hi guys, this is our WorkersHub project. We're Team 7. I'm Kaplan Santier Mohan.
I'm Andrea Cabral.
I'm Harvey Cabrias.
I'm Warren Cruz.
I'm Ruchi.
And I'm Sahal Mohammed.
And we're going to be talking about our WorkersHub application that we have built.
So what is the Workers Hub? The Workers Hub is an Android app developed for creating a convenient online space for employees and managers to exchange work-related information. It also permits coworkers to communicate with each other efficiently.
So, business environment and problem domain. So one of the major problems in the current business environment is that employees are disconnected from their work environment during non-work hours. So they're separated and they don't know what's happening. Employees are also not getting their updates or not getting updated on things that are happening within the workplace, or they're getting their timetables that have been changed recently very late that they can't do any modifications, or it's just there's no option for them, and they have no control over what time they work. So availability is very hard for them to change, especially during like whenever there's uh, scheduling issues for them, whenever they're going overseas or whenever they're leaving on vacation. They can't set that time as they can't set that availability as not available. And then also managers are overloaded with tasks such as managing the store, but as well as doing scheduling for their for the every 2 weeks. So this application is built to save time there, as well as help communicate from within fellow employees and managers without using external applications like WhatsApp or email.
Some challenging moments we had for our project is our release plans. Like our release plans, the features that we put in our release plans is we we had to like think really hard for it, but when we got to those features that we developed, we realized that it became really difficult. So we had to like put a lot of time into developing those. Also, the stories that we included are complex. Like we realized that the more we thought about it, became more complex to develop. So we had to figure out a way to execute these stories that we came up with. Also, time management is a problem with our development time because since a lot of us like we had like so many things happening around us that we don't really have the proper time management to deal with these um these occurrences. And also the tasks that we're doing, it's we thought that these tasks are simple too, but again, in the end that we thought it's not as simple as we thought. So we
For the technical environment, we decided to develop this application on Android because it's like widely used, and we had like some background on it, and we have also support from strong documentation. So that's the reason we choose Android. So we're gonna take a look at the release two stories, acceptance tests, and contributors. So you can see what we have so far. So those are the user stories we're using, and here are the description, and you're gonna discuss and test as well. So Harvey, would you like to go first?
As a manager, I can generate schedules so employees know when to work. So first we have to log in the manager account in order to use the features. Create a schedule for the employees. And these are the list of the employees. Just click one. Since the employee didn't actually set his availability. So first we have to log in the manager account in order to use the features. Create a schedule for the employees. And these are the list of the employees. Just click one. Oh, since the employee didn't actually set his availability, it doesn't show at the very top there. So yeah, we can just create another schedules for the employee. Submit. Yeah, after submitting, it will save the records in the repository for the employee to look at.
Okay, so our second user story is, as a user, I can view my weekly schedule to know what I'm working. So here we will be logging in as an employee. We sign in as a crew, then I should be able to check my schedule, where it would say that I'm working Monday 2 to 6, Tuesday 2 to 5. So both of these tasks have passed. Or, whoops, my bad, wrong color, guys. And then our next user story.
So as a user, I want to be able to communicate with each other, to other users, to receive any updates about what's happening in the workplace. So employees should be able to communicate with each other through the messaging app. So let's log in and go to the messaging page.
That.
So we'll select a contact.
Okay.
So an employee would choose one of his contacts, send a message. And then the other employee would be able to receive that message as demonstrated here. So that works effectively. Therefore, this story is a pass as well.
Okay, so as a user, I want to see my payroll to know how much I'm getting paid, how much I'm getting paid for how many hours I worked. First, we're going to log in as a manager, and then create a payroll for one of the employees. Say he gets paid $400. Add to payroll. Oops. Or this one, sorry. Okay, and then say I sign out. Change this. Log in as an employee right now. And I check my payroll. Now I can see that I've been paid $400 for the hours I worked. So this story is also a pass. So the next story Oren's going to be doing.
For this story, as a user, I want to change my password just to keep my account secure. So we go back to the login page and just click on change password. We type in our username and our old password. and we type in our new password. And let's test it by signing in with the new password. So for that, our test is okay.
Instructions. Tell them how to use the app. So when the user first opens the app, a couple of slides will show up, and you're gonna have two options like skip option instructions and go to the next page. So you can go through all the functionalities the app offers. Got it? If the user wanna replay the instructions, just put on play again. So this story is a pass. And we could finish all the stories for this release. So that's why we decided to include this, the last one, even though it's won't, we decided to include it. So the features we currently have in the app are show instructions. The user can log into the app, can create and see events, can create and see availability. The same for schedules, they can create and see, and payroll, and reset password, and communication SMS. So for the availability events logging, they were shown in the last release. And for this one, payroll, reset password, communication, and instructions.
Okay, so for this slide, I will be talking about expectations for the future release plan, improve and add features. We are planning to improve and add features to our application to have an additional assistance to the user in our application future release. We are trying to add features such as notification, ratings, etc. Develop a better design. Okay. For the future release, we are planning to develop a better design for our application to help the end user understand how to use the mobile app. So even without the instructions like we demonstrate earlier, the user can still learn how to use the mobile app because of the application user-friendly design. Test with real people. Okay, so since the beginning of our implementation, only as the developer tested our application, we are planning to release a beta to the public to get feedback from the tester to help us improve the feature of our application further, even further. And lastly, after doing the expectation release, we are planning to publish our application on Google Play or any available app store.
So, next is lessons which we learn and the experiences which we gain. So, the first thing which we learned is to break down the tasks, and like I think it's a difficult part to break down the task among each and every person. So like it helps us to gauge the workload and to simplify the tasks. And then like when working in a group project, constantly push and pull functions, like we need to do that, so the work is up to date and cause less errors in the code. And during the planning phase, yeah, planning phase is the most critical phase, because we are like drawing our ideas. So we need more, make sure that we have more time for the leniency to ensure that our tasks are completed on time. Thank you.
So this
And
is
that's
our
it.
WorkersHub application. Thank you for watching.